bad boys of wrestling. Just in competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the rings like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the war pack. Here to prove a point, number one, best believe that you don't want to tussle with them or be avoided them. Come in the ring with them, you're never walking out again. Don't turn your back on the war pack. Don't turn your back on the...
What is going on? Happy Friday night. Everybody's favorite night of the week. I know everybody's watching SmackDown because that's what some people are, grown accustomed to doing, but not us. We're going to come on because we have to entertain you at least once a week. And why not? Because we have a lot on our minds as to you guys. But, let's tend to a little business first before we start airing our grievances to one Vincent Kennedy McMahon. As per usual, guys, like, share, subscribe right there on the YouTube. Always leave some comments because you know what? We'll throw them right here on air. We'll answer all of your grievances and whatever you guys got going on. So, let's just dive right into it, man. I mean, obviously you guys know what today's show is about. Releases. Yes, Black Wednesday happened. Again. This is the second time in a year. Only this time it's not NXT releases. I mean, he went big and he went long. I mean, both of us. I found out when I was at work because I went 2 doors down to the little convenience store and got me a Gatorade. And then dude's like, "Did you hear what just happened?" I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Braun Strowman just got released." I thought he was bullshitting. And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." And then he's like, "No, man." He goes, "Look," and he said 6 altogether. And then he said Aleister Black, and I'm like, I was stunned. I was like, I had to go back to work, sneak on the phone, and look at it myself.
Yep, Bud Murphy. That one.
That one kind of doesn't surprise me.
It surprises me because I thought he would have went with the after Mania bunch back in April. I don't know. Like you waited a few more months knowing that you didn't have anything for him. Maybe it was a contract thing. I don't know. But they kind of just had nothing. Like literally after the Mysterio thing, they didn't have nothing for him.
No.
But I don't know. They could have sent him to 205 Live if that's still a thing.
I think that's a dying issue. That's just solely on NXT now, the cruiserweights.
Yeah, right, true. I don't even know if they have a show on the network anymore.
Yeah, I mean I don't think they do 205 anymore on Peacock. Which I'm going to touch on that subject later.
Yeah,
because I think it's very relevant to what we're talking about with the releases.
Absolutely.
So I mean, Buddy Murphy, yes, that one kind of did. It didn't surprise me, but it probably about that much.
Mm-hmm.
It surprised me just because I was like, same thing. That after you do the thing with the Mysterios, then what? They had absolutely nothing for him.
They attempted to pair him back with Seth for like a segment, and it just didn't
pan out. Just didn't pan out
because we were tired. We had seen it already.
Right.
We'd seen that one already.
Yeah. Not only that, he did he deserve better? Yeah. Of course he did. All of them, just to put it out there, all of them really did deserve better than this. But I mean, we'll go right into the other one. I mean, I gotta get this one off my chest only because we're gonna spend a good minute on Braun.
Yeah.
I mean, so we might as well I'm gonna get this one out of the way. But Tommy Budgeon, aka Aleister Black.
Another one that's
to me.
Segment.
To me, these are all missed opportunities. Well, this was a very big missed opportunity.
Yeah,
he was over everywhere he went, everywhere. Pre NXT, pre us even knowing who the hell he was.
Yeah,
he was over everywhere, and he's relegated to pretty much to nothing. A segment. Yeah, you're right. A segment.
Yeah, I didn't understand that, man. Like he came back in at like the end of a match on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I don't remember who it was against. But, you make a return like that. It's like, okay, well, he's back. Let's see what they're going to do with him. And this is what they do with him. So, I know it's kind of that one's kind of a letdown to me. That one, doesn't sting as bad as Braun. Like I was an Aleister Black fan. I liked him a lot, especially when he was coming through NXT, because that was when NXT really had my attention. But
Right.
you know, like kind of after he got called up, was kind of when I started phasing out of really watching NXT as much as I was. But they didn't really have anything for him on the main roster either.
No.
And
Which is ridiculous. He should have at
I don't
least
see how. I don't see how.
he should have at least had a run at one of the secondary titles.
One of them, yeah.
One of them. I mean, him as US champion wouldn't be bad. Him as an IC champion wouldn't be bad.
Him and Ricochet could have had a transitional tag team championship or something. But
Well, that's what I thought the setup was going into WrestleMania 35.
yeah,
But obviously that didn't happen.
no. And I don't, man, just how do you? I said the same thing about when I echo Renee Young. She said about Samoa Joe, like, how do you drop the ball on a guy like that? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm not following either. But then there's only one guy who does get it, and we've said it many times. Age is caught up to this man.
Yeah, it has.
The Father Time is undefeated, and it's just Vince's turn.
My issue, and I don't know, this is just personal. You'd rather sell your entire company and then retire, rather than just retire and just keep it where it is. And I don't understand it.
I mean, it's either that or the kid. I mean, highly unlikely the kids don't want it. Highly unlikely, but
the one non-blood related child wants it. I can tell you that much.
Oh yes, I'm surprised he's not making a push. I mean, I know he doesn't have the $1 billion, but if they put him at the helm, I mean, you give him a little while, he's going to be the CEO of the WWE division.
Yeah,
when everything's all said and done, because if Peacock owns it, McMahon won't be making that call.
Not. Of course not. And I mean, that's the only hope I have going into this whole because they're gonna sell. It's gonna.
It's inevitable.
Like I read Stephanie sold, and this is really
way before.
No, not even. I'm kind of. I don't know. Maybe I thought the number was going to be more, but I read something somewhere that said that Stephanie has sold 40% of her stock, equal to $2 million. 40%.
40%.
Only $2 million in the company that was basically yours if anything were to happen to Vince pre him wanting to sell to NBC. And you own 25% of it, but 40% of your stock is only worth $2 million. Maybe it's something I'm missing. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe it's something I don't understand. But yeah, she cashed out 40% of her stock. Like that's
which still gives her a good interest at 60%. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, 40% isn't anything to blink at.
No,
not at all.
No.
But once Vince goes, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with this sale, we might as well get into the sale before we get into more releases, because yes, if you guys are not savvy to what's going on, NBC looks like they're going to purchase the WWE for $2 to $4 billion, as I have read, and the sources I've got many sources on that one, even Bleacher. So
yeah, that's who I'm. That's pretty much my main source.
Yeah, me too. If it's not on Bleacher, then it's probably either not going to happen or not going to happen. Shout out Bleacher Report, pay us.
Yes,
pay us. But yeah. So all these budget cuts, they're trying to get rid of they're trying to trim the fat, and they're going about it the wrong way. I mean, there's also stuff called contract renegotiations.
Yep.
And they didn't even bother to do that.
No restructuring or nothing. They just said, look, you got to go. You got to go. Big dude in the back that just had the house built in Wisconsin from the ground up. You got to go. Even though you was just Universal Champion a year ago. With the tattoos and the cute wife, you got to go because she's gone.
And then you married to the guy that already left, and that
Right.
is already gone. You could follow him out.
You
the
gotta
door,
go too, and you can. Yeah, she thanked him or she congratulated him on Twitter finally
Yeah,
for being the TNT champ, and his response was hilarious.
I saw.
I wear the belt to bed every night. Good old Miro.
Yes,
That was a good one.
good old Sev.
Yeah, that was one. Honestly, that was
That one,
in my opinion, Lana was kind of long overdue.
that we in a way we all kind of saw the writing on the wall. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah, but long overdue though. Like Lana, in my opinion, I don't know. She hung around like after she dropped the accent, it was kind of like all right, now what do we do with it?
Yeah, that was it.
Fuck it, put her in the ring.
Pretty much. You couldn't do anything else with her.
Yeah.
She definitely she could have done the backstage reporter and everything, but
She could have, but that was another one. And when I say long overdue, I don't mean like years. I'm saying like she could have went with the first cuts too.
with the first round of cuts.
Because they didn't really. I mean, they been not having nothing for her. Like teaming her when Naomi kind of like delayed the inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
But after she went through a table for 66 weeks in a row or whatever it was,
Yes.
it was like 9.
It was like 2 months. It was like 2 solid months, 2-3 solid months. So,
but you would think after that she was either gonna get a push because she didn't quit after being punished like that for her husband leaving, or they were just gonna let her go. But I don't know.
Yeah, that one was you're right. They just delayed the inevitable there, which is okay because I mean, really, what has she done that was pretty remarkable? I mean, was she getting better in the ring? Yeah, I'll say she was.
I don't know who I'm going to pick for all of these important matches that she's in now because, she was my go-to. Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble.
Oh, right, man.
If Lana was in it, I was picking Lana, but now I got to somebody else to
Listen, they cut all of this for Eva Marie. Yeah. That
and Brock.
Yep, and Bork's coming back. I mean, I think Vince is going to have to pay him out before end because damn well NBC ain't shelling out Brock Lesnar money to him.
No, they're absolutely not.
There's no possible way.
They're absolutely not. Mm-mm.
They're not going to shell out Brock Lesnar money for him to come out 4 times a year.
Seriously. Once a season.
If they do that, then motherfucker, I'm going to apply for a job.
Yeah, seriously.
Let me show up 4 times a year. 4 days a year.
Where do I clock in?
In that salary better end in the word million.
Just point me into the direction of catering. I'll hang out here until the show's over.
I'll hang out with Mustafa Ali and catering.
I'll do some post show that nobody watches or nothing like that. I forget about this one, but on this round of cuts, was our boycott too? Berto. Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he was.
He was another one. It's just like
you give him a little small push and send him on his way after that. Like, did you really expect him to beat Sheamus, or were you just putting him on TV so people remember who he is when you let him go? Like, oh, that guy. Yeah, he was just on TV yesterday.
I was kind of honestly, as much as we give him shit, I was hoping to God that he would be the closest thing to the next generation of Chico Santana.
Oh no, far from it.
I know, way far from
it.
I mean, come on, this Chico is like the gold standard, so I get that.
Speaking of Chico, I have fell down a small little rabbit hole on YouTube today, and I finally saw how Strikeforce was formed.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was doing. He was announcing for he was at the Spanish announce table in 1986, and I forgot who it was that tried to jump.
Martel.
I think it was Butch Reed and the One Man Gang because I was right around the time they had took out Superstar Billy Graham, and Chico hopped. He was in street clothes and hopped in the ring and threw them hands at a couple of slicks guys. I had never known how Strikeforce formed. I just found that out today.
That's Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, Chico Santana. Buy his book. Don't call me. They call me Chico. Or whatever it is. But I'm looking at my timer, and it's about that time.
Oh, hold on. Let me check ESPN to see if I still have a reason to do this today.
So we have a delay of game lit of the week?
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Oh, then I guess he's good. Brought to you by the
Oh, no,
fine
I'm
folks.
good. I'm good.
Brought to
This
you by the
is
fine folks at the Infinite Banter. Your home for old school Chicago hip hop. All right, now go on.
I'm not doing this because I like them or anything like that. I'm doing this because they beat everybody's least favorite team in baseball. Second least favorite team in baseball because they're playing everybody's least favorite team right now and they up 5-2. So shout out to your Sox for beating the shit out the Astros yesterday. I watched that game while I was at work.
Yes. Go
So-
Sox.
I'll wear the beef for bullshit this week.
Yep, the beef bullshit this week, and you know
I'll wear
what?
the beef for bullshit this week.
Now, if you're gonna do that, I have a long list of players I can list for my old school player of the week.
Oh boy.
Oh my word! Do I have the longest list ever? I have many choices of the Gator, Mike Greenwell. I really wish Mark was on this because he'd be laughing. The Gator, Mike Greenwell. We also have the Rocket, Roger Clemens, legendary Roger Clemens.
I got a stat about Roger Clemens too. This shit is crazy. I didn't even know about him, but go ahead.
One of my favorite players of all time. Actually, yeah, one of my favorite players of all time. Hall of Famer Jim Rice, Kari Yastrzemski, Ted Williams. They all go on, but my old school player of the week is a lesser known Red Sox player. Maybe. No, he won an MVP. That would be the Mo Vaughn special.
Mo Vaughn.
Mo Vaughn.
My man, Mo Vaughn. He was supposed to be the last player in the league to wear 42 till Mariano Rivera wouldn't sit his ass down.
Right.
I remember Mo Vaughn. Mo Vaun was like the Mr. Hughes
He
of
really
Major
was.
League
Curtis
Baseball.
Hughes. I remember
Every
him come
time
up
I
with-
saw Mo Vaughn, it was like watching Mr. Hughes play baseball, man. Shit.
He had that big old dip in his lip, and he got pulled over as Dewey and Mass. I mean, you know, he's got
Just looked like he didn't smile at nobody.
he didn't smile at all. He
And
won
swung
the
as hard as he
MVP.
could.
Won the MVP. Took the Sox to the playoffs, and they got swept by the Indians. And he went 0 for like the world. He went over.
My
But
man,
Mo
Mo
Vaughn,
Vaughn.
he was Big Poppy that occasionally
Yeah.
hit,
Yeah.
not Big Poppy who just showed up.
Who
and
just hit. Yeah, Mo played everywhere. I remember Mo Vaughn. Yeah, dude, he was like the Mr. Hughes of Major League Baseball.
I like that. I almost leaned on Nomar Garcia Para
I thought you were gonna go with
or
Carlton
Dwight
Fisk.
Evans.
Or Carlton Fisk
Carlton
because
Fisk, no.
Mark hates the White Sox too.
I should have went Carlton. Should have went Carlton Fisk. You're right. Pudge Fisk.
Right.
That's all I have to do, and everybody knows.
Everybody knows what that one is about.
But all right, that's enough nonsense. We got to get back to pressing issues like the sale of the WWE and these releases. But before we do that, let's just do it one more time. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We do this every Thursday. This is just a off Friday night where we do it every so often. Or if somebody has to reschedule.
You're
or
right.
as
People got
Or
work
as I,
stuff,
or as I like to call it, on assignment.
right? Or card subject to change.
A card's always subject to change. You never know
Always
what's gonna
subject to
happen.
change. Never know.
You never know.
Adam Pearce might be the host one week. You never know. Cards always subject to change.
Adam
Adam
Pearce,
Pearce
let's
ain't
see.
doing this show. Adam Pearce ain't gonna do this show.
No, but I bet you if we got Jollis Boy Ellsworth over here for like a pack of gum and like a what is it, a Steel Reserve? That's it.
Right? Still reserve talking.
Yeah, big tall can of Steel Reserve and a pack of gum.
Yeah,
That would,
maybe
I think
we'll
maybe
upgrade.
James. Yeah.
Maybe
Let's
we'll
hope.
upgrade.
Hey, you never know. We're still working on guests and stuff. But once again, you know, you guys make sure if you have anything you want to talk about, just let us know. We got you.
Shoot.
But the releases. Speaking of Mark Jolliffe, his favorite women's wrestler, Scooby Riot.
Oh yeah, Ruby got the axe too, and Liv shows up on SmackDown tonight. Like, go figure.
Right. Yep, Scooby Riot out. I mean, I guess you could say as much as she was built up, that could have been another missed opportunity. I wasn't a fan.
She was injury prone though.
Yeah.
She was real injury prone.
Yeah, really injury prone. I mean, I've only maybe seen her wrestle a handful of times.
In the last, well, I mean, since being called up, yeah, but I don't know if one of them was like a neck injury. I know it was.
No, oh no, I didn't mean like ever. I mean like a handful of times on the main
Well,
roster
yeah,
because
she was always hurt.
that triple threat with her, Asuka, and Neki, that was a match of the year candidate.
I'd agree.
You knew she could go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But again, injury prone. The only one left standing from the Riot Squad is Liv Morgan.
Just live now, yeah, because
Redneck Riot's gone.
Yep, Sarah Viking Raider wants to be a mom, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad her husband didn't get released this week. So
nope, but Dana Brooks still has a job.
More importantly, so does Jackass Riker.
We've already said that. Jackass Riker, him, Mustafa Ali. I don't have anything against Mustafa Ali. It's just they have nothing for him.
No, he's gonna try something again. That little backstage chat with Mansoor on Monday. I don't know if that's gonna lead to anything or what.
It could.
It could. Yeah, but who really knows?
Yeah. Not only that, but then how about the rumored release when they dropped that one? Not the rumored release, but the fake releases. Remember they dropped the one with the fake releases of like the 6 more players that Keith Lee on there?
Oh yeah.
Now that one wouldn't surprise me, and we've talked about this offline, is because of the fact, not that I want him released. I'm just gonna preface that I do not want to see him released. But he wasn't. Vince isn't feeling him or wasn't feeling him.
And I don't understand.
And I don't get it. I really don't. He's the prototype that he's been looking for.
You got to do you got to do as big as Mark Henry and as athletic as Montez Ford. Like how can you not? This is what the business is. Big guys aren't just gonna lumber around the ring and be loud and throw people through tables and have 2 moves. Like that's not what it is no more.
It's evolved.
Him being 76 years old, or will be 76 years old in August, he doesn't understand. I don't think he gets that. He doesn't get that. Like the days of the Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy, Big John Studd, those days are done. He could have had that. He could have had what Keith Lee brings in Big Show when he first got there. Big Show was throwing drop kicks in WCW.
I remember that. He was coming off the rope.
Yes. He didn't do none of that once he got to WWE. None of that. No. That wasn't the Giant that Vince wanted. He wanted a Kane. He wanted an Andre. He wanted a Big John Studd. He wanted
a Taker.
Giant Gonzalez. I mean, he let Taker show his athleticism some with the walking of the rope and all of the clotheslines and all that stuff. He let him show that some. But when you got guys that can do stuff like that, let them. Because it's what the people who are giving you money for tickets or who will be giving you money for tickets again, it's what they want to see. That's how he got there.
Right.
Vince doesn't believe would stick to what got you to the dance.
No. He wants to reinvent the wheel every time.
Every single time.
Every time. And, I agree, like maybe every so often, but he's trying to do it like every 5 years.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen.
And I understand. I think I understand why, but most likely because he knows he's on borrowed time. He can't live forever.
No,
and he wants to see as much happen as he put his fingerprints on it before that day comes.
Damn.
Okay. But is it dumb? Yes, absolutely. It's dumb because he's missing out on a basket of talent. I mean, everywhere, not just Keith Lee. He's already dropped the ball with quite a few of them already.
Yeah.
But this one would be, aside from Samoa Joe, this one would be the biggest ball that he dropped.
Yes,
in my opinion.
Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, yes and no. I mean, he's made some questionable releases at some very odd moments. Since I've really been paying attention to people who are losing jobs.
Right.
To date, honestly, Braun is the biggest letdown for me. Just off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure it's been somebody before that, but within the last 6 years, I think Braun's release is A, the most shocking, B, in my opinion, the absolute dumbest.
But yes, now when we say the absolute shocking, we mean shocking release not pertaining to us knowing anything about anything drug related,
Right.
crime related, or anything
Right.
like that. Like we're talking just this is an outright release, and I am right there with you.
There've been some reports, and I haven't read or listened to anything because I don't like speculation. Of course, he's not going to come out and say anything right now because he's probably going to wait his little. If there's a no compete, he's going to wait for the no compete to end and see what goes on. I don't think personally. I don't think he's gonna wrestle no more.
Really?
I really don't think he's gonna wrestle no more. We're gonna look up and he's gonna be on some muscle car show or some hunting show.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like appearances. I gotcha.
Right. Not even appearances. They're gonna be like his show, like with the shit that he's into outside of the ring. I really don't. I'd be surprised if he shows up in any other promotion. I'm not going because everybody. As soon as somebody gets released, automatically they just
AEW.
AEW. Yeah, no, maybe not, but maybe. But still, like, I don't think he's unless Paul White and Mark Henry can talk him into. Right, that's the only way I can see him going to AEW is if one of those two were like, "Hey, psst,
come here."
Do you think they think they got big guys over here because Jack Swagger is 6'6" and Lance Archer is 6'7",
and
they both 250 pounds, and this dude named Wardlow is kind of like 260, and Brian Cage is just you if you weren't 6'8". Let's show him what a real big dude because we too old. So you come over here. You come over here real quick, and we can shoot you to the moon.
Not only that, once you get old enough, you can put Shaq through a table too.
Nah, Shaq just had surgery. Shaq just had surgery for that too. He said that the other night he had to have arthroscopic surgery on his elbow.
Idiot.
Because he hit a spot. I mean, hey, that was real though, bro.
It was real, but Vince
wouldn't put him in. Vince wasn't trying to book him in a match.
Oh no, he ain't 25 anymore, man.
He wasn't 25 when he was trying to work a WrestleMania either.
No, exactly. But
once again, Vince dropping the ball. That was bread. And Big Show would have put him over too. That was that was money. That was bread right there. Vince, I don't know, man. Vince is a picky eater.
Clearly, I mean,
Vince is a picky eater.
Yeah, he really is. He likes what he likes, and he tries to convince us that this is like how it should be. And I mean, he has for the most part. I mean, I'm not giving up hope yet, just because hey, I'm a lifer. I've been doing this wrestling thing for a while.
Yeah,
so, can't let it go that easy. But Braun Strowman, though, I mean, I have my thoughts on it because we're going to continue this one. Because obviously there's speculation, this, that, and the other on where he should go, and what we could fantasy book it outside of the White and Mark Henry over in AEW. I mean, there's a lot you could do with him, but
it is.
But I'll give you my thought after. That's right. After we check in with Lord Alfred Hayes, Lordship.
Lordship is back.
He's
Alfred,
back.
what's up?
Alfred, what's up? We're going to get him on here.
Hello, everyone. This week's special report is brought to you by the 1994 WWF calendar. Each month is illustrated by a famous wrestling superstar in full color. The superb 1994 WWF calendar is now available in bookstores everywhere. This coming Monday night in Memphis, Tennessee, there will be an important women's wrestling tournament, which will be continued the following Monday to determine the eventual winner in this World Wrestling Federation Women's Champion category. We will keep you completely up to date on its progress. Now, this past week of the WWF Survivor Series, it became patently apparent that something was radically wrong with the fraternal detente between Owen and Bret Hart. Standing by, I have the illustrious Owen Hart on the telephone. Identity. In which you portrayed yourself in the ring.
All right, guys, we're back. Had a little trouble on Lord Alfred's line with Owen Hart. It must have been the 1-900 WrestleMania line. But yes, his lordship. Always welcome in. Always welcome in the filler segment studio. Next week, the GOAT will be our commercial.
Yeah.
Because the GOAT is going to be making an appearance at NXT in your house.
That's right, on the 13th. My man.
So we need. So yeah, Pettingill's going to be in the hizzle.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. Yep.
Little Pettingill. Oh man, long eyelash problems, bro. I'm sorry. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
Jump right, man. Let's just jump right back into it about Brian, man. Because this is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like skipping.
Yeah.
You getting skips too?
Nope.
Oh, unbelievable. So you can hear what I have to say, because yeah, everything we're doing is skipping audio. But that's all right. We're gonna get back into it with releases. Releases got to put the banner up one more time.
One more time.
Yeah. We're all still upset. We're definitely taking comments and everything on how you guys feel about these releases. Now, as I said before we went into the break, I was going to talk about Braun Strowman and my side of it, you know. Now, here you got a guy. Here you have a guy who is definitely, you know, as they say in the business, they put a rocket on his back and they shot him to the moon. They pushed him to the moon. Everything from flipping a tractor trailer over, which to me kind of set the business back 25 years. But still, it was kind of cool to see. He's like flipping vehicles over. I mean, this guy looked to be unbeatable, but then, you know, but then again, you know, and one of the many times they've dropped the ball with him, you can't have a guy flipping over like tractor trailer trucks and like tour buses and have him lose to Brock at all.
Not even. Remember the dumpster match?
I mean, if we're going to be like scripting this and, you know, doing it like that, you know, it's like you can't beat this guy because he's going to lift you up and throw you over the arena or throw it. But it's like you know, he should have been multiple time world champion after that.
Yeah.
I mean, 5-year-old me, if that happened in the 80s and somebody tilted over a tractor trailer, then a tour bus, and an ambulance in like a span of like 2 months, oh my God, I'd have shit my pants.
Right, pull the structure down. Remember when he did that, had the hook or whatever it was, and pulled the Tron down and all that other crazy shit he was doing. It was entertaining. It was entertaining because growing up, those were the type of guys that kept my attention. Once Braun came, for first night, lights go out, he's standing there, black sheet mask on. I'm like, yo, where did they dig up Big John Studd? Like, where they find this dude at? Never saw him at NXT. He just appears, and he's big as hell, and was throwing around Roman, who was at the time probably like 270, you didn't see stuff like that. And they shot him straight to the moon, which wasn't a mistake. But once they got him, they didn't really know what to do with him.
Yeah, I feel you. But that to me, I'm gonna continue on. But I agree. But outside of like the vehicle thing, okay, yeah, as I said, he should have been a multiple time world champ. So what do they do next? They pair him with a 12-year-old at WrestleMania to win the tag title against another guy who should have been pushed to the moon as well. But that's it. That's another story for another day. But to give him the tag titles just for him to relinquish it the next night on Raw.
Right.
He held the Intercontinental belt for all of but like a second. And then, same thing with this Universal title run. He only got that
because
from what I understand, because Roman was out and so was everybody else. Yeah, because he sat out COVID.
Yeah.
And they had to do something.
Right. But even then, I can't remember one memorable Universal title defense he had, and the way they took it off him sucked too.
I was about to say, not to mention, he won the greatest battle royal.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I know.
I actually enjoyed that one though. That one was pretty good because I'm a big Royal Rumble person. Like I really love the Royal Rumble event. And that one was super different. Saw a lot of guys either you didn't see or who you hadn't seen in a while. And I think that was like his coming out party. So I can't really knock him for that. That title was stupid, but I can't really knock him for winning that or being booked to win that. It was a start of his push. So that one was pretty cool to me. And without that one, we wouldn't have got Titus sliding under the ring.
All right, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened, but I dropped out. We're good. But anyways, as you were saying before, I got so rudely cut off by this damn Comcast service. But what were you saying?
About the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes, the greatest Royal Rumble.
I thought that was cool because I like the Royal Rumble event a lot.
Oh, that's my favorite pay-per-view by far and away. But yes,
yeah. So I mean, like by him winning that was like I guess like the start of his push because it was I don't know how many people watched it or like total like around the world or whatever on the network, but I watched it live. I was home from work that day. I thought it was real cool how they did it, or cool that they did it, and the fact that he won since they wouldn't let him win the actual Royal Rumble. Kind of a halfway decent consolation in my opinion. Yeah,
I remember watching it. I was in school at the time, and we were in between classes, and a buddy of mine brought his Xbox because they let him do it from the dorms and shit, and bring their Xboxes into the student center and plug and play. So he went and plugged it in. We were watching the greatest Royal Rumble. Like in between classes, it was dope.
Because it came on like in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Here, at least, it came on like in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it came on in the middle of the day, and we got to watch it. I watched it live too, and we saw Braun Strowman hold up that nice green strap.
And then before that, we saw Titus slide under the ring too.
Oh yes, many memories there, and he still has a job. Well, of course, he still has to have a job. He ain't going nowhere. He's not going anywhere.
No, he just won a Warrior Award. That'd be kind of bogus if they.
Yeah, if they did
give him that and then let him go.
Yeah, they give him that and he dips. But Braun Strowman, why?
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I really don't. I don't think I am ever going to understand most of the decisions that Vince makes, but with a dude like that, I don't know, man.
He had his big man and he lost it. I mean,
like what direction do you go to now? Do you?
And it's not only that, but here's something else I thought of. If we're talking about missed opportunities and Braun Strowman, why didn't they ever pair him up with Samoa Joe? They teased it.
Yeah.
Remember?
They didn't tease it long, though.
No, it was like an episode of SmackDown when they were about to do the brand crossover.
Yep.
And they teased it big time, and it just never materialized. I mean, people wanted to see that. In the words of Tony Schiavone, that'll put butts in seats.
Schiavone.
So yes, I haven't decided if we all got released yet, and if we're going to all elite. I'm still sitting in catering. I haven't got my FedEx.
Nah, I got
Apparently-
my text. I'm done.
Apparently,
I'm
big brother James got his trash bag and his FedEx. So
See, at least he got a trash bag.
right, he got a trash bag. I'm hanging out in catering, eating like these cold ass noodles and whatever the hell they're serving, because I know they ain't getting filet mignon.
No, that's only in the tribal chief suite.
That's right. That fillet mignon.
The fillet mignon. Yeah.
Fillet mignon. But
Trying to keep up with the thread.
yeah, I know. What's going on in there? I didn't even look at my phone at all. I'm just
There. Okay, well, I guess there's a DQ.
Yeah.
Or unless Roman is outside the ring beating up on people, but they redid the tag match because Jimmy got his shoulder up on a horrible victory roll attempt by Dominic Guerrero earlier. It was
Dominic Guerrero. That
Yeah,
Guerrero
he's-
boy.
Yeah,
Bright future
he's
for
in-
that.
he's in a space that he don't need to be in right now. He's a fish out of water on the main roster, and this whole on the job training just ain't really working for him.
Well, he seems to think so.
Yeah, well, he being Vince, yes.
Yeah, I
Of course,
agree.
He's still there. While
All
his
right.
brother-in-law Murphy is looking for work. Old Bud Murphy.
Old Bud Murphy. Buddy Bliss.
Right.
I remember those days. See, that was another thing. He lost out twice in the WWE. He lost his job and he lost Alexa a long time ago.
Big time. He lost Alexa first.
Oh, yeah.
He lost Alexa first, and then there was the job.
I know. Poor Bud Murphy. All right, let's see.
Seriously, man.
Roman in there attacking the little guy. I see.
Yeah. We all know who the little guy is.
He don't want the Usos to lose. However, he wants to see how Roman responds if they do lose.
Which
That's
is
it.
interesting. It's fair enough.
That is fair.
With 4 minutes left in the show.
And let's see. Yep, Auntie Pam ain't doing it. She looked like Matt Hardy, apparently. You leave my Auntie Pam alone.
Looked like Matt Hardy. I guess her hair wasn't combed.
And Nakamura reminds Patrick Fuller of the little sweets dude in the Dr. Pepper commercial. Go get your boy.
No.
Go get your boy.
You the second person this week, and you the second person I'm gonna tell no, because he ain't wrong.
Let's see. Apollo Crews won. Zayn attacked. Owens post match. All right. So who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's another one that doesn't really have a direction.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, yep. I don't know. The match could be over. Nobody knows.
Could be over.
Could be over. Stand by. This is actually getting a little interesting.
Mark just said he assumes that the match is over.
Mm-hmm. That's all he said. This is a live thread, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys are. You never know what's going to happen here on the old filler segment. Roman beating the F out of Eddie Jr. Thank God. Thank you, big brother. I'm going to give him a big laugh emoji for that. He's going to be like, I thought you guys were casting.
We are.
Come join us.
All right, seriously, that's cool. This one's over.
Watch this. I'm gonna be a dick about this. Not really. No. Okay, almost. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing just because I'm petty. Yes. Share screen. Don't need no audio because it doesn't matter. So, all right, here we go. Can you see it? Nope. Not yet.
Yep. I
All
sure
right, you
can.
still can't. All right, so we're gonna go right up close like this. I want the full screen on that one. Let's see. All right, let me see. Let's see. Head over to the filler segment. Especially you, Jolliffe. I know you're upset over Scooby Riot.
I highly doubt that. That might have been one he didn't mind. So you go.
I know. He said whooping Dominic Moore, and that's how the show ended. Eddie Jr. gets beat down.
Poor Dom.
Poor Dom.
Can't catch a break unless it's a bone or something.
Nah, it's all right. But he still gets to hold the title on account of his dada.
Mm-hmm. It's going nowhere.
No, it's not. I'm not. The sale is gonna water down the product a lot. It seems
a lot. Yeah.
I mean,
unwatchable at that point.
It'll be unwatchable for a little while. Something's gonna turn it around.
Let's hope so.
I mean, that's all we can do. I mean, releases aside, it's been a bad week to be a wrestling fan, I guess.
Yeah, really.
I mean that they had the Grizzly Smith doc on last night, which was
I didn't see that one. I haven't been keeping up with Dark Side of the Ring.
Listen,
it's playoffs, so I really haven't.
No, I understand, but the Grizzly Smith one, yeah, that one's the darkest one they've done so far.
Really? Well, yeah, they said. I mean, I've heard that there was a lot going on.
However, here's the other caveat to that. Since we're more than just a wrestling show, right after Dark Side of the Ring, they show the dark side of football.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm going to tell you right now, you need to watch those because the first one was meh. It was on Diva wide receivers specifically.
That's right up my alley.
Okay,
Chad Johnson is my favorite football player.
Okay, so it was Chad Johnson. Episode 2 was on Belichick on how everybody thinks he's like the biggest asshole in football and like how he's like the biggest, like he skirts the rules all the time, this, that, and the other. I mean, they get into everything with him. Like, Jim McMahon, God love him, because no one else does.
The funky QB known as McMahon.
The funky QB. But he was on there, and he's just like, fuck Belichick, this, that, and the other. He's a cheater. He's a known cheater, and he'll stop at nothing. And then episode 3 last week was on the Raiders and Bill Romanowski.
Oh, fuck him.
It's fuck him, but it was most
stand that dude, man.
Yeah, but it was most they didn't bring him up till they brought him, until like obviously later on. But
right.
because he was the only one willing to go on camera. No one else. Shock. I mean, Lincoln Kennedy was on there. But that one's pretty good. They go all the way through it, and how they were like the status quo of like badass teams in the 70s, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, I'll check that. I definitely gotta check that one out.
Yeah, that one's a good one. And then last night, what the hell was last night? It's about like team doctors sending them out like injured, and like careers, this, that, and the other. The dark side of football. Good series. Good series so far. If you're a football fan like I is.
Yeah, definitely will check that out.
Yeah, definitely. Must have had the sticky icky like I did with them peanut butter cups.
This is fucking pollen, man. It's allergy season.
Oh, I know. We're all getting peppered with pollen over here, too.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like a snowstorm, but it's still around.
Listen, it was raining. I don't know about over there.
But we got dumped on for like maybe an hour or so today. It just kind of didn't help.
Well, remember, our little of the week was the Red Sox. Because I'm happy.
Because I believe that game is over, and
against the Stanconians, right?
Fans, yes, they did pull it off. I believe. Where the scores?
Come on.
Oh, where'd they go? Yep, 5-2.
That's right. Against the Yankees, against the Astros.
No, it was 5-2 today against the Yankees.
Yeah, against the Stankies. Fuck them.
I hope they Astros 5-0 yesterday.
I hope they miss playoffs just because. Just because I'm not a Yankee fan. Ever.
Right.
Ever. But, yeah, I mean, I guess this is a good point where we can end this show because I got to work in the morning and I got to work the late job, too. So it's going to be a long day for me.
Double fisting tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Well, the fun job's at night, so I can just hang out.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can just hang out, let people sing, and then pack up the equipment, collect my money, and get on the road.
It's almost like an indie show. You get paid at the end of the night.
No, that's all. It really is. I mean, I show up, but all I do is I show up, I set up my equipment, do whatever it is that they want me to do, or what I'm supposed to do for a couple hours. Once I'm done with that, shut it off, pack it up, leave it for the guy to come and get in the morning, collect my money, and get out.
Works for me.
No handshake and a hot dog, man. It's a handshake and maybe a couple of Coors Lights. Because I have to drink something that won't get me, shitty.
Yeah, it's true. That'll
So,
do it.
Couple Coors Lights. Yeah, they're doing a sobriety checkpoint this weekend over here. So, and just remember next week for the filler segment, it'll be my last show that I do at age 41. I will be one step away. I'm one step away from my full rotation around the sun. In other words, I'm gonna be 42. So I'm taking the 3-day weekend, and nobody is gonna ask me to do nothing for nothing. I'm not going to any job. That's it. However, now that I got you on here, I guess I could tell you there has been speculation that we may make a road trip for my birthday, and it's to Springfield.
Oh, yay. I don't know why that's so exciting. I mean, aside from the fact that I live out here, but
I mean, come on.
what else,
Yeah, we kind of want to check out the casino up there, so.
Hey, this is a good time to do it. And
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
Mr. Wesley.
To know that too. But another stop you can make across the highway, my place of employment just opened up will be opening up to the public in our new location next to the Hall of Fame.
All right, tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes.
What's it called?
Oh no, they're not getting that big of a plug on the show.
What's it called? Uncle Cliffy? No,
yeah, Uncle Spliffy has not made its way to.
R.I.P.
to
Cliff.
Massachusetts. Yes, rest in peace, Uncle Spliffy Robinson. The reason why I hoop in a headband still today because of Uncle Cliff, my man, went to UConn.
He did go to UConn.
Yes, Cliffy went to UConn. But no, my job, INSA is the name of the place. INSA will be opening up tomorrow next to the Basketball Hall of Fame on Columbus Ave in Springfield, Mass. So if you are out here, check it out. More than likely, if it's a Saturday, my ass will be at work. There, but
it's like I said, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Location.
It's like I said, I don't know what's going on, but I do know that was one of the.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So we'll definitely let you know.
Yeah. Tap in with Mike, see where he'll be. He might actually have a rare weekend off if he takes weekends off. Who knows?
Hey, whatever. We'll show up. We'll have a couple of cocktails, maybe.
Fine by me.
But anyways, until next week, guys. That's a wrap. For Will, I'm Dan. Dig it. See ya.